Hi, I'm the creator of Rookie Leaf. Today, I'll be talking about myself and later on my main persona for my show. Let's jump right in, shall we? Trigger warning, some sensitive topics ahead. This is my persona, Rookie Swan Hildor. I created her through drawing her in my sketchbook. She shares a few similarities with me. Despite her being a beloved creation of mine, I always avoid showing love towards her. Now moving on to talking about myself, I spend most of my time drawing, writing, and napping to distract me from my home life. For context, I'd get tons of pressure from my parents and it gets exhausting at one point. I pretty much have gotten used to the treatment. However, the weight on my shoulders will slowly consume me whole. It'll soon feel like my life is hanging on a thin thread. They also just expect me to stay quiet, because the moment I defend myself, I'm suddenly the worst person in the world. So I just smile, until the bottled up emotions will soon burst. That's all for now. Let's move on to the exciting part, aka my persona. Funny thing, I have changed her design so many times. However, I finally found a few designs that I really like. Not only that I've changed her design many times, I also changed her story and lore many times as well, but finally, I found something that piques my interest. It all started when Ruki was once a human, but unfortunately she has killed herself for many reasons. Ever since I created her, when she was little, her home life was rough, like mine. As her creator, I was supposed to love her, but the way I thought a child was supposed to be raised made it seem otherwise. Essentially, it seems like she never felt any love from me. She wanted love and wanted to be cared for, but I always pushed her away. I hurt her on many occasions. She would isolate in her room and write poetry just to feel better. She definitely had a good reason to do that. She would get hurt very easily, physically, mentally, emotionally. But I tried to push myself to help her out as much as possible. So I checked out her wounds, bandaged her up, and she woke up, and maybe this was the first time she felt love and care after so long. I've written her in a way that she doesn't even remember how I look like because all the torment I gave to her. She also doesn't know my true feelings. Well, to be fair, I never even talked about myself or how I felt, so she had a good reason to. Yet she tried to comfort me as much as possible. I did in fact appreciate it. But again, I still isolated myself. As she grows older, her lore gets even more dark and more rough. Pretty soon, loneliness soon consumes Ruki, leading her to kill herself. Little that she knew, her suffering will continue as she became a seraph. Her story seems to not be incomplete. Light guides her, making her enter heaven. And there we go, a short and broad explanation of her backstory. Will she find a way to escape all the consequences life will throw at her? Or will her suffering continue for the rest of her life? Nobody knows her outcome for now. Well, until then, see you next time.